She doesn't know us.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gina Bulow coming to you from the Hive in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, where I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Those of you who are popping in, say hi, tell me where you're coming from. The Hive is full today. We are extremely busy in here. They are working hard on the MS benefit that is on the 13th of March. So, no? I mean April. Haha. April Fool's guy. See, we're starting off with the jokes already. And so they're cutting and prepping and getting the cards all ready for that. What I have coming up in April, I have today's class is actually a rescheduled class. It was March's morning create, and we've moved it to this afternoon, which is not morning, but it's the afternoon, right? And we're gonna go with it. Hello, Angelique. And next week I have a technique class on Wednesday at 10 a.m. And this month's techniques is going to be all about scraps. So we're gonna make different cards using scraps. So I realized I still have one more card to design for this class because it's a 4-card class. But here are 3 of the cards that we will be making. This is Nature's Sweetness, and using all different squares of DSP. This is just scraps of cardstock. We made a really pretty sunset. And this one is just using different scraps of cardstock also. So those are 3 of the 4 cards that we'll be creating for next week's class. The class is $20, $6 for shipping. Kits are still available, so reach out if you would like a kit. As always, you guys can always find me on my Facebook page. That is the best place to find me, and that's where I update everything the most. Good afternoon, Mitzi. I'm usually here in the morning, so I'm a little confused here. I want to say good morning, and it's afternoon. So Mitzi and Mary, welcome. So my glitter and ink page is the best way to get the most up-to-date information. So make sure you guys hop on over there and follow me over there. And I can always be reached by my email at ginalbulow@gmail.com. So yes, Angelique, it was so great seeing you. I'm glad I was able to pop out to the showcase. Not the showcase. Yeah, showcase. Right? That's what you had, Chris? Yeah. She had her used stamp sale and other businesses were there, so I got to run in. She drove all the way up here, so yes, it was nice seeing you. So today's card class, we're just taking 3 cards, and I brought in, I kind of thought this one would be fun. I always need kids cards, so I brought in kids cards, and first one was inspired by the littlest Bertram. She will be 1 this week, and we made a little cow card using our cutest cows. So we'll get started with that card right away. So here it is. And I actually made hers, I used Petal Pink instead of Pool Party. So you could swap this out. And it's just a little Z-fold. And I thought it was nothing cuter to put inside. It's your special day. Milk it for all it's worth, right? Perfect for a 1-year-old. So first, we're going to use, we have our card base at 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 by 11 1/2, scored at 5 1/2 and 2 3/4. Okay. And we're going to start off with our stamping first, because there's a lot of stamping, and we're going to be using our blends today to color. How many of you like to color? I love to color. Coloring is one of my, I would say, yeah, Karen. Karen's over there cheering, going, yes, she likes to color. Bring it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to bring in, we have the little milk can and the little rooster, and then we need our cow. So we're going to ink them up in Memento. Hello, Mary Jean. Hello, Hildy. I think I'm going to stamp like that on my scrap. Make sure I have enough room for both. And then I have my rooster and the little milk can together on one stamp. Okay. You'd say you love the blends. I do too. I love how they blend together, like when you know, you can take colors and melt them together. Okay, so now we're gonna bring our blends in. We use lots of colors for these cards. And I'm actually going, so you also have a piece of white for the front of your card, like this. So I'm gonna actually stamp my sunflowers on here right away also. And we'll do all of our coloring all at once. Angelique, you like the blends also? How many of you like the pencils? I like the pencils, I just don't use them as often as I use my blends. So I have lots of colors here. We have our lemon lolly and a little daffodil. And I'm going to use lemon lolly to color our rooster bottom here. I don't know if this is a colored rooster that is traditional. I doubt it, but I like these colors together, so I went with it. We're going to make his little beak in pumpkin pie. And of course, his little comb we're going to do in Poppy Parade. And then I brought in a little bit of daffodil to just kind of put a little bit of dimension on his wing. And then we're going to do smoky slate, light and dark. I'm going to color it all in the light first. And then I go through and I add some dark in places where I feel there would be some shadows. Does anyone have any preference in how they color their, do you use your light blend, do you use your dark blend? A lot of times I use my light blend, fill it in, go through, add some dark, and then sometimes if I want a little bit more blending going on, I'll bring my light color back in just to blend the color and make it a little bit softer. That's what I just did right now. I'm not sure if you can tell or not, but you can see I softened that dark line by bringing it out here, and it makes the shadow look a little bit bigger. Okay, and our little cow, we're bringing in crumb cake. Mitzi, you love the pencils, but like you, I don't use them that often. Yeah, I don't know why. I tend to gravitate towards the blends. Maybe because they are so much easier to work with, and there's more variety in the colors. Like we pretty much have every color in blends, so there we go. We've added some dark spots in there, and now we'll go through with our light. And I tend to, I don't know why, but I like to really kind of color with the brush end. I guess that's just my preference, but either end works great to color with. The only thing is your brush end will get a little more worn faster than your blunt tip. Okay, so now we have our cow builder punch, and we'll punch him out. Oh, I didn't color the sunflowers yet. We'll get to that. So here's his head, and let me see if I can get this lined up. Okay. Okay, so we now have our little cow. Anyone want to name the cow? Anyone over there got a name for our cow for today?
For cow?
Mabel.
Yeah,
Betsy.
Mabel. That's what I was
Betsy.
thinking.
Oh,
Ma-
Betsy.
or Betsy. So
Mabel.
Mabel or Betsy, you guys vote.
Elsie.
Oh, Elsie. Okay.
The boarding cow.
Good.
Okay. Now this is the unfortunate part of making you guys fussy cut these out. I will say I do not like to fussy cut. Who likes to fussy cut? Anyone in this room like to fussy cut?
Barb Collins, but she's not in the room.
Oh, Barb, we're missing you. I could have had her cut these out for me. I want to cut them on a line always, but I like that white space too. But I don't always get my white space even, so that irritates me. And you know, they should just make a framelit for everything. That's my philosophy. Then I wouldn't have to worry about it being uneven. And I must get really tense when I have to fussy cut, because my hands always get so sore while cutting, because I'm focused so much. I don't know. So you have to cut out the little milk can, and then we're gonna cut out our little roosters. Anyone got a name for the rooster?
Henry.
Henry?
Roosty.
Oh yeah, Roosty. Roosty would be the name of the first rooster that my son at the farm. He called it Roosty, and his favorite chicken on the planet, probably. But Roosty, we don't ever know what happened to him. He ran away, or we're not sure. It was a very sad day when he disappeared. And one of the biggest hints when fussy cutting is not necessarily moving your scissors, but moving your paper. And it helps it kind of just glide. I feel like I'm back in school right now, and the teacher's telling you not to talk, and then you're whispering, like the teacher just left the room and they're all whispering over here. That's what it seems like right now.
We are.
There, so now we have everything cut out. Oh, Misty, you love to fussy cut? Oh, no, thank you. Mary, you'll do it for yourself. You mean you wouldn't do it for anybody else if I passed you, if I sent you some fussy cutting, I couldn't send you that? Okay. So our sunflowers, and Mary hates to fussy cut. I agree with you. So we're bringing in our light lemon lolly here. We're going to color our sunflowers. And then I'm bringing in daffodil. And I'm going to go around this kind of middle section here. and bring in pecan pie for the centers. There we go. And then I will bring in Old Olive. My tip looks a little bit more in here. Color the leaves. Did everyone have a nice Easter? What did everyone do? We were out at the farm, and of course Miss Janet fed us a feast. We ate like kings and queens, had wonderful dessert, played some games, chit-chatted. There might have been a little stamping business going on in there. Then I just brought my dark in. So everything I believe is colored now. We also have this little bit of banner here. We're gonna stamp our sentiment. It's your special day. Towards the bottom. We're only using a portion of this. Get all my blends up already. Now we can start making our card. Oh, we're gonna bring in this. So this is a strip of, I think it's a 1-inch piece by 4 of, oh, the magic purple pen, guys. A soft seafoam. And another color, I don't use that often, but I do like it. And I'm just gonna tear along the edge. You know, we're making our grass here. So I'm just tearing, not kneading it perfect. Okay, then I'm going to bring in, there's a little bit of a grass stamp here with my soft seafoam. And I'm just gonna stamp some grass here. And you could stamp off, or if you wanted to, you could just put a couple here if you want. I'm just stamping it and filling it. So you can put as little or as much. Okay, so there we go. So now we have our piece of grass. And that is going to go over the top, so we can adhere that along the bottom. And I did make this piece a little bit longer. And we'll just trim it off. Now another thing, when I did Maisie's envelope for her card, I stamped the envelope to coordinate with it. But with your blends, oftentimes they bleed through. So what I did was I stuck a piece of paper on the inside so that, of scratch paper. I think I just had some computer paper. And I put that inside my envelope while I colored. And then that way it didn't bleed all the way through. Now I just put glue on this, you guys, and I should have put my banner on first, and I didn't. So I get ahead of myself sometimes. Okay, so I put some dimensionals on that, and I'm going to put a little piece of tear tape because we're going to wrap some twine along the top. Like so. Oops. And we're gonna wrap this around twice. There you go, like that. And then we'll adhere this. And I'm not putting it all the way to the edge. I'm gonna leave a little bit of white space on the edge. And then all I'm gonna do, like I said, you should do this before so that you can get a nice clean line. I obviously got ahead of myself. Okay. So we have that. There, I'm just pushing my ribbon up a little bit. Okay, so now, this is from the Painted Lavender DSP. So I have a piece of that DSP, and we're gonna put it on top a piece of a pool party. Good afternoon, Holly. How was your Easter? And that goes on this panel over here. Now it's time to put our little cowl on. I cut my fingernails down last night, so it's hard for me to grab these dimensionals. They're really having a party over here. You guys have no idea. I can't get these dimensionals off. The backings, I should say. There we go. So here's our little Mabel or Betsy. Yes, Polly, we had a great, Easter was great for us. We were out at the farm. Everyone had a great time, played some games. Anybody is everyone ham folks for Easter? Or what do you guys do for Easter? We had ham and chicken. I know ham tends to be traditional, but does anyone do something different that's more traditional in their family? So now we're just popping up our rooster and our milk can. So cute. I love this set. Okay, and now remember, we're going to put dimensionals on this side, but remember when you put dimensionals, you don't want to cover up the whole thing, I should say, the whole thing. You only want to cover up the half that's going to be attached to this side. So we have that. We're going to bring in our bow maker. We're going to make a little bow. This is actually the crumb cake twine that comes in the neutrals pack. So I believe there's black, white, vanilla, crumb cake. There might be one other color, maybe one of the grays in there. And we'll use a glue dot. That's probably the best way that I have found to adhere bows. Isn't this cute? Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we're gonna bring in and stamp the inside of our card. And of course, we're gonna milk it for all it's worth because that's how birthdays should be. And there's this little tiny itty bitty baby chicken, and we're just gonna put him right there. I just love this itty bitty chicken, it's so cute. And we'll bring in a little yellow blend here. And there we go. Now we're ready to put our inside in. And we have it on a party mat. And we're going to add a few butterflies just to they're outside enjoying the pastures, so we're using and we found a fat cat. My kids are here helping out today. I should say my daughter is helping. My son is hiding. You know, there was work that was told to be done today, and he ran for the hills. He's got cats, and he's probably hiding in a corner in the house. So, but Bella's out here. Come say hi, Bella. Here, gotta show the cat. Everyone likes to see the cat. There we go. Which cat do we have?
Bigger Tigger.
Bigger Tigger with its fat belly going on. There we go. Say hi, Bella.
Hi.
She's being camera shy, guys. Trust me, she's not shy. So here we go. We've got our first card. Ta-da! Super cute. I love this card. And I just felt it was so fitting with the Bertram birthday girl. So she inspired this card. Okay. Our next card. Mary, you moved Easter. You're going to be celebrating this weekend. That sounds good. I always say celebrate when you can all be together. Sometimes it doesn't always work to do things right on the holidays, but as long as you can be together as a family, it's great. Now, for those of you that haven't heard, the A block, which is the littlest block, this block here is actually retiring. So I don't know about you guys, but this stamp set and the next stamp set that I have, they're great for these little blocks. So if you don't have many, now would be the time to quick stock up on them, because they're perfect for stamp sets like this that have all sorts of little pieces. Okay, so that's card number one. Card number two, we're going to work with the submarine card. I made an extra bow here. Okay. So our submarine card is this card right here, and I love all the colors. They're all happy colors. I love cards with lots of color on them. So we are using Blueberry Bushel. We say hi, Bella.
Hi, Bella.
Hilda says hi.
Hi.
So, okay. We have Tahitian Tide, which I'm sad to say is leaving us. Embossed with the painted. Angelique, you ordered extra A and G, and I believe, is it I or H that's also retiring?
What is
The blocks.
AG and I.
A, G, and I. So those are the 3 blocks that are actually going to be retiring. So get them before they're gone, guys. And then we used our frames. And this is for our submarine, and this is for the inside of our card. So we're going to use lots of stamps here again. And lots of colors. So I believe this is the I block. This is the one that's retiring. So we got this one, the little one, and the G block. So keep that in mind. All right. So we got lots of colors going on. We're going to start with crumb cake and stamp our sand. And we're just stamping him along the edge of this label. Mitzi, you ordered 2 of each also. Good idea. You can never have enough blocks when you're, especially if you're doing swaps or something like that. It's so much easier to just have them all on their blocks and you can just continue working. And we have our little seaweed, and that's in Parakeet Party, which is also retiring. And I know some of these are gone already. I'm not sure which ones, so keep that in mind. So I'm going to stamp full strength, and I'm going to stamp again. Okay, so we have multiple stamp on and then second strength. So we have a lot of seaweed going on, okay? Then we're going to bring in our Daffodil Delight. And we're gonna bring in this little fish set. Hello, Susan. Coming from northern Minnesota, how's the weather by you? We're going to stamp 2 of these across the bottom. And we have another set of fish that we're going to do in pumpkin pie. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? But we can still do it. I forgot that on my white piece here, I brought in a blending brush. We're going to take our Tahitian Tide and we're going to just blend in some blue because we're under the sea, right? And I always stamp off on my paper. We're not looking to make this solid or anything like that. Just add a little bit of blue to the background just to take some of the stark white off. Okay, so just like that. And then there's little bubbles in here. And we're going to do them a second string. So we're just stamping them off. How many of you have this stamp set? This is the first time I've gotten to use it. I was so excited to use it, especially because there's so many pretty colors that you can pair with this. Okay, so that is our background here. Susan, you've got 40 and sunny, headed to 60s for the weekend. Woohoo! I'm excited about the 60s. I hear we've got a snowstorm that's coming. They're saying it's not an April Fool's joke, so I don't know. I'm not too excited, but you know, here in Wisconsin, we get a little bit of everything, so we never know what's in store for us this time of year. I'm sure you feel the same way in Minnesota. So here we have our Poppy Parade. Okay, so now we've got our submarine all stamped. I hope to get outside this weekend and get a little walk in to see the 60s this weekend. We will be out of town. Our children have a robotics tournament this weekend, so we will be competing, and we spend most of the day inside. I feel like I'm missing a piece here. I am. I am missing a little stamp. Oh no. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to look for him at home. So we're missing the little top guy, his little lookout glass. Hopefully he's just sitting on a block at home. Okay, so we're gonna bring in our smoky slate. And we're gonna stamp that down there. Oh, Polly, you're gonna have 80s. Oh, I can't wait to bring out my shorts and my flip-flops. I am definitely a shorts and flip-flop kind of girl. Angelique, you've gotten the set, but you haven't played with it yet. Well, now is the perfect opportunity to bring it out and play with it. And Mitzi, you're gonna get snow. Yuck, that is exactly how I feel. I'm ready for it to be done. Even though we've had a mild winter, I am definitely ready for green grass and the shorts and the flip-flops. So I'm actually missing this stamp right now. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's the little telescope thing. So I don't know where he went, but we'll have to find him later. Okay, so now we're gonna bring in our pieces and start putting things together. So our white piece will go on top of our blueberry bushel. We will bring in a glue dot. To put our little propeller on. And of course we have to pop up our submarine, right? There's that. Then we use one of the banners from the Stylish Shapes. And we have a happy birthday. And we're gonna stamp that and blueberry bushel on the parakeet party. Oh, Mitzi, you've got a boat. Oh, I would so be all about that. We actually, with our house, we have an in-ground pool, so I am very excited to check that out. We'll be spending a lot of time, I believe, this summer out there. Okay. We're gonna adhere our mat. Pop up our die. Center that on our page. Bring in our tear tape. We're going to add a little bit of the wavy trim. We're just going to fold it in half. Oh, I didn't grab happy birthday. I grabbed your sublime. So we're going to go with it. And we're going to trim off some of our ends. Pop this up. And put that down through here, and then I love to add a little sparkle. I heard that we might, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, but the Wink Estella might be coming sometime in May. Yay! And we're just gonna smack it on my bone folder and glisten up my card. So I don't know, you guys can probably not see that on screen, but now my whole card kind of sparkles. I'm all about that. All right, so now we just need to finish up the inside of our card. And we're going to use Sending Oceans of Love. Make sure I grab the right one this time. Okay. And we're going to do a little bit of our seaweed grass in the corners. And some first strength and some second strength. Kind of just to fill those in. And of course, we need a few little fishies. So just like that. So there is the inside of our card. And see, it says the bubbles would have looked cute on the light blue. That is absolutely something else you could have done. Actually, we could even do that to this. Instead of embossing.
Okay.
Yep. Our card on the outside, we could just make a border like this And I'm changing it in all different directions so that we get a different pattern. I'm turning my paper as we go. Oops, I must need to re-ink my pad. So just like that. So I just went around the edges. Thank you for that wonderful tip. Went around the edges. We will glue our inside in. And so you'll get the little bubble action around the edges. Super cute. Okay, I don't know if you guys see that. You know, you can't really see it on screen, but you can definitely see it in person. I just love this card. So there we go. There is card number 2. I believe this set is carrying over. So the submarine set's carrying over, right, guys?
Well,
Yep.
yes, it is.
Yep. Yep. So you can still get this. So yay. So I think you'll see more of these in our future. Okay, so card number 2 we have done. Anyone have any questions while we... Now remember, for those of you who are demonstrators, tomorrow is pre-order. Whoop, whoop. Who's excited? These ladies are so boring over here. They're working so hard over here. They're so quiet and focused. They have no clue what I just said to them. They could have won $1 million and none of them would have even realized it. Pre-order to me is like winning the lottery. I don't know. New stuff. Who doesn't love new stuff? How many of you have seen the new colors? What's everyone's favorite color?
Purple.
Of course, with purple posy. Oh yeah, petunia pop. Purple posy is an old one now. What am I thinking? Anybody else got a different color?
Summer Splash. Oh, Shy Shamrock and Summer Splash.
I like the Shy Shamrock and Peach Pie. Those would be my two. Well, they're all beautiful though. They're bright, bold colors, and yeah, they're beautiful. Absolutely, definitely perfect this time of year when you're thinking, you know, you're ready for spring, and so they're perfect for this time of year. Okay, so for our final card, we're bringing in the ice cream set, the ice cream swirl. So here we go. Petunia Pop, Angelique, is your favorite. You're not a purple girl, are you, Angelique? I have a feeling you are. So here's our final card. Just a real simple. I loved the dots kind of go with the DSP and a cute little strawberry on the inside. Okay, so we have for our outside here. So actually this die here will cut out 2 of these that are connected. I only die cut out half of it. So actually it has one here, and then on the other side it's flipped out. I didn't bring the die, so that when you could fold it in half, and actually this can be a card. So nice little tip with that card. Okay, now for this card you have 2 pieces of DSP. They're each 1 inch. I did not center my card. I tend to not always center things. I have less DSP showing on this side than this side, completely up to you when you make this card, if you want them more even or if you like to spread them out and have them a little different. And we do have an 1/8 inch border. Okay, so just like that. Mitzi, yours is Petunia Pop too. We got a lot of purple people. And then we have another strip. We're using Pool Party. I didn't realize I must be in a pool party mood because just about every card I have been creating lately has Pool Party in it. So I'm going to have to put the Pool Party away and go with another color pretty soon here. All these colors have a shade of blue. And then Azure Afternoon are the two blues that we're using. Okay. So we have a piece of white on top of the azure that's been embossed in the painted embossing folder. And like I said, I'm putting this panel off to the side, but you could definitely put this straight on if you would prefer. Now we're going to build our cone. I forget, I got to put this down a little bit farther or it's too tall for our card. Okay, then I'm going to bring in my Wink of Stella. Bye, Karen.
Bye.
And I'm going to wink up my white piece here. So we got a twist cone going on. Who's a fan of twist cones? I love a twist cone. I don't like chocolate ice cream normally, but I do like a twist cone. So then we're going to adhere our mat. Yes, we are definitely ready for ice cream season. My husband would say it's ice cream season all year long. I would disagree. When it's cold out, I don't want ice cream, but he has a bit of a sweet tooth and would sit down with a gallon of ice cream if I would let him, but I don't usually let him. I'm not a nice wife like that. Because if I let him, I have to let 3 children do that also. So, you know. Now I'm just putting a glue dots towards the top of the cone. And I'm just going to glue the bottom of our cone. And I'm putting this off to the side. Then there is a small piece for us to stamp Yum Yum on. What's everyone's favorite ice cream? I am definitely a vanilla girl. I don't mind like caramel on it. I like caramel on my ice cream, but I am just as happy with plain vanilla. What's everyone's favorite ice cream over there?
Caramel vanilla.
Chris's caramel vanilla. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Coffee.
Coffee. Butter pecan. Okay. Angelique, now you want an ice cream cone. I say go get one. Treat yourself. We brought in early espresso. And here we're going to do a little bit of fussy cutting, but this is easy fussy cutting. Okay. I'm bringing my scissors in and we're just going to split this up Bella, what's your favorite ice cream?
I don't know. They're all pretty.
She doesn't have a favorite, guys. She likes them all. Mint chocolate chip.
Ooh, not my favorite.
My boys would probably pick Blue Moon. I think Blue Moon is disgusting myself. But they,
Don't be dissonant.
okay, but daughter is voting for Blue Moon too. Marlene, you're a chocolate almond. And then I'm just kind of putting these on here. Ooh, black raspberry. That sounds good. That would be Polly's favorite. Okay, and then I have some yellow twine, and I am so thrilled to say that this is staying in the catalog. I love this different colored twine. I love the colors, so we are just going to stick that in through here. Trim our tails just a little bit. And then we have our dots. To add some sprinkles to our cone. There we go. Missy says there's not an ice cream she probably wouldn't eat. Yeah, if it's there, I would eat it. Even though chocolate's not my favorite, if that was my only option, I would eat it. I mean, especially if it's a hot summer day. But like I said, I'm a plain, boring vanilla person. For the most part. And we're gonna go with, I hope your day is sweet. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna stamp my sentiment on here crooked. Okay, and then we're going to bring our little strawberry in. And I've got my Stampin' Right markers. I've got Flirty Flamingo. And I believe Granny Apple. Yep, Granny Apple. Now you could use blends for this. Of course, we're gonna sparkle up our strawberry. Oh, you like to make your own ice cream. Do you use a special ice cream maker to do that? What do you use to make your ice cream? My son actually, for Christmas, got me, there's a special KitchenAid bowl that goes with my KitchenAid for making ice cream. So I'm not sure what's special about the bowl. It's a certain kind of bowl, but maybe it keeps it colder while you're making it. So the kids actually said that the other day. They're like, Mom, we haven't used your ice cream bowl that Logan got you for Christmas. So I'm sure we'll be digging that out. So here we go. We got our final card done. find all three of our cards now. We set them all aside here. We have our cow. We have some ice cream. A lot of pool party going on. And our submarine. So here are the morning create cards for March that was rescheduled. And like I said, next week, Wednesday, I have the technique class. I have one more card to make, but these are the 3 cards for that class. And the technique this month is focusing on scraps. So it's all about the scraps. And I have one more card to create. So now's the time to get signed up. If you want to get signed up, remember you have to reach out to me and not Christine. You can email me. Here is my information. You can email me. You can catch me on Facebook. And for those of you that want to place orders, my current host code can always be found at the top of my Facebook page. And here is also the current host code. Does anyone have any questions about today's cards? Mitzi, your husband has a 1.5 gallon ice cream maker. Oh, wow. Very cool. So maybe we'll have to swap some recipes. I also like cookies and cream. That would be also another favorite of mine. So I hope you enjoyed today's cards, and thank you for stamping with me as always. I appreciate all of your support. If any of you have any questions, always feel free. You can reach out to me. Can email me or send me a message through Facebook. And like I said, for any updates, always go to my Facebook page. That is where I post any changes or any updates up through there. So thank you again, once again, for stamping with